Hey guys, how's it going? BCHD here and welcome back to episode number 6 of the Parma Road to Glory career mode on FIFA 19. Thank you guys so much for your support you've left on previous episodes, especially Tragic saying what a great series it was. So thank you so much for the comments. We're going into some transfer suggestions from you guys now. Football Lover said sign Boubacar Kamara from Marseille, the centre back, and Oni Aranos said sign Andrea Favilli next season when his loan expires from Genoa. So we've added him to the transfer shortlist and the transfer hub, and we will scout him further and see if he fits our team next season. Andrea Favilli coming up in the Juventus ranks as we go into this game against Bologna. Sir Hubbo loves the third kit for Parma, thinks it's the best in the Serie A, so we're going to use it here against Bologna at home as we go into our match at the Stadio Ennio Tardini. You can get a closer look up of it there. The third kit with the gold blue cross in the middle, it looks lovely. It looks even better in real life, but FIFA 19 does do it justice, and we're debuting it here at home against Bologna, hoping to get the 3 points here in kind of a relegation, would be a relegation 6-pointer in real life, but we're climbing further up the table, and we're going to see what we can do here at the Ennio Tardini in front of the Parma home fans as Bologna come on the attack here. It's Blizzardi. I started him in the starting 11 to see what he can do and what we have to look forward to after Seppe leaves from loan, and Blizzardi gets another lovely save there. Bologna not really getting the most of their chances here as Blizzardi is saving it, but it's Inglese off the crossbar. Unfortunately, from the corner, could not convert, and Inglese is on a run here, gives the ball off to Grassi. Grassi, can he find someone? He finds Murgia. Murgia gives the ball back to Inglese, and unfortunately, it wasn't to be, and he puts it wide as we are still searching for our first goal as Murgia gets his ball intercepted, but Ampadu comes back and gives the ball in. Some lovely little tiki-taka play between Murgia and Gervinho here. Gets the ball after Murgia slotted through. Some lovely tiki-taka play here. And Grassi set that one up for Murgia to put through to Gervinho. And Gervinho did the rest with the orange boots. He converts, slots it in the bottom hand corner, and puts Parma 1-0 up against Bologna here at the Stadio Ennio Tardini. And yeah, we go 1-0 up, and well deserved after some beautiful play. And Bologna, sad they didn't get that first goal after Blizzardi did some lovely saves. But it's us that go 1-0 up, and we're looking for the second here as Grassi finds his way through. He finds Inglese. Unfortunately, his ball gets intercepted, but it's Gervinho to strike that one with the left boot, right boot. It doesn't matter for Gervinho. He's absolutely on fire at the moment. And the Ivorian gets his second goal of the match, putting us 2-0 up. And what a strike it was. You can get a better angle of it here. Absolutely puts his laces through it. And Skorupski could only stand and watch as the ball flies into the top right hand corner. No keeper would be saving that. Rose just perfectly. And yeah, what a way to start this game as well as our first game in the third away kit. And Bologna got a really nice chance there, but unfortunately it was offside for them. But Gervinho in the second half, he's looking for a third. Gives the ball off to Cicciretti, gives the ball off to Murgia. And unfortunately deflects and goes out for a corner. But for us, corners doing pretty well for us in the Parma career mode. And as you can see there, just outclassed. Inglese gets his head to it, and yeah, we go 3-0 up against Bologna off the corner, and Skorupski couldn't keep that one out, and 3-0 to the good Parma, and Inglese gets another headed goal to add to his goal tally, I guess. But yeah, 3-0 up. It's looking like a comfortable home win from here on out. But Bologna still on the attack here. From kickoff, it's Frankie Dion doing some nice little tiki-taka play. And he ends up getting one back for Bologna. 3-1 now in the 62nd minute. I didn't realize how much time we had left in the game. And I went 3-0 up thinking the game was dead and buried. But Bologna had other ideas. Frankie Dion, their new summer signing, as well as Sanabria, I think they signed as well. So very interesting signings from Bologna. And Sanabria, talking about him, speak of the devil, in the 68th minute gets another goal back to make it 3-2. And Sanabria from Real Betis, I believe, gets a goal for Bologna here. The number 13, Plizzardi, finally beaten twice by 2 quality strikes from Bologna. And yeah, 3-2, making the game a bit closer. Murdiger isn't on goal here. He can wrap it up, but unfortunately saved at the legs by Skorupski. And Jovino still has some legs in him. He's running still got some stamina left in the tank. And a beautiful cross, unfortunately, Bologna intercepts as we hit the 85th minute here. And I think it was the Chilean midfielder Polgar comes off the bar there, unfortunately for them. But we're trying to wrap it up still. And Sprocati trying to come off the bench and get the final deciding goal. Unfortunately, nothing coming after that 69th minute. Sanabria 3-2 goal, and we end up getting the 3 points. It was much more difficult than I once thought after we went 3-0 up, but that is the way it goes. Jovino's been injured for 5 days, unfortunately, probably our best player that game against Bologna, but he was injured for 5 days. I think he will only miss 1 match, but here's some more training with David, Shaparenko, Tonali and Chong. But we are currently Roma and Fiorentina, who are our next opponents, are currently sitting in 12th and 13th, both on 20 points, pretty much in the exact same position, minus a couple of goals here and there. We're sitting in 6th, literally 1 point away from the top 4, same points as Inter. We are in a very, very good position here, and these games against Roma and Fiorentina, very, very big teams, but considering their ladder ranking, the table, we could potentially pick up some points here against the likes of struggling Fiorentina and Roma at home in the very next game after this one. So 2 big games back to back. We're at the Franchi to take on Fiorentina in Florence. We're repping our second away kit, the classic, the golden and blue stripes, the hoops across the jersey, which, I don't know, it looks really good in FIFA from my point of view. So I decided to wear it against Fiorentina, and let's see how we do here away in Florence. After Fiorentina, they've signed a few players such as Trapp and that Nogard, the Norwegian CDM. So a few signings from Fiorentina, but it's basically the same lineup. Kevin Trapp in goal. We're going to see if we can beat him, but it's David giving the ball off to Cicciretti, and we're getting the first shot away of this match. Di Gaudio getting a start, as well as Shaparenko, the Ukrainian midfielder. So a bit of rotation going on in our Parma side, but David puts a lovely ball into the starter, Sprocati. And Sprocati doesn't usually start for us, but on his debut start in the first 11, he gets a goal in Fiorentina to put us 1-0 up in the 22nd minute. And the travelling fans are going absolutely insane after what a lovely play it was. He put it through to David, and Sprocati did the rest. The Italian winger on loan gets the job done, or not job done yet, but gets part of the job done here away at Fiorentina. And Sprocati getting one of his first goals in Parma colours as Fiorentina look to get one back. It's Simeone just having a shot there, goes just wide, and we dodge a bullet there, but we continue on. Shaparenko is in on goal, and the Ukrainian gets his first goal in Parma colours. The central midfielder that's usually on the bench for us, but starts this match against Fiorentina, gets his first goal. A lovely right-footed finish shot puts us 2-0 to the good, and we are looking good here in Fiorentina. What a player, what a way to get your first Parma goal, the number 19. I believe we got him from Dynamo Kiev, but wow, what a player he is, coming off the bench and stepping up into the first 11 here in the 35th minute. Fiorentina on the attack, and it's Jonathan Vertu, I'm pretty sure that's his first name, but it's Vertu getting the goal back. The French midfielder, former Aston Villa player, and gets Fiorentina a goal back in this one, making it 2-1, and Fiorentina are on the comeback here, as we are on the attack, looking for the third, as Pellegrini gives the ball off to Cicciretti, and on the half volley, almost got it on target. Unfortunately, went off target as Pellegrini at left back is also starting. So it's a pretty rotated lineup. But through extra time, through added time in the first half, Fiorentina are going to whip the ball to the back post. And it's Federico Chiesa, the man from Fiorentina, the youth Italian player, getting his first few Italian national team caps in the past few months. Gets the header at the back post, and I thought Sepe could have dealt with it a bit better there. But right before halftime, we concede the second, making it 2-2. We couldn't go into halftime with the lead, as Jonathan Virtue has a free kick here, and it's cleared off the line. Luckily, I put a player on the line, otherwise it would have been game over. But Simeone gets a shot there, and we are under the pump at the moment. We bring on Taith Chong and Angel Gomes just to alleviate some of the pressure that Fiorentina are putting on us. But Chong finds David. David is going to cut back inside here on the left shoot, on the left boot. And still to this day, that shot shocks me. David still missing a goal in Fiorentina, in Parma colours. And he could have got his first one there, winning the game for us. But unfortunately, it didn't happen. And Sepe with a big save there, keeping us in the game as we're trying to find a winner here. Cicciretti gives the ball off to David again. But Kevin Trapp with a big save there. And unfortunately, Fiorentina or us couldn't even find the goal to put the game to bed. And unfortunately, it's 2-2 draw. I mean, still, we got points out of the game. And Parma's new hero there, you can see in the save, in the little news tile slot. But yeah, unfortunately, we couldn't get the most out of that. And Inglese looks to be top goal scorer against Ronaldo even. 14 matches played. And it's 11 goals for Inglese, 18 matches for Immobile, only 8 goals. We can see a few top goal scorers here. Higuain with AC Milan is number 3. So Inglese has got some competition. If he's gonna want to be top goal scorer, he's gonna have to keep his goal scoring form up. And a game against Roma, we pretty much, it's still rotated. I mean, Barai at left wing, Gomes in the middle, Desi making at centre mid, and we're back at home at the Ennio Tardini, which in real life is a really good fortress for Parma. So unfortunately in this career mode save it hasn't been, so hopefully we can turn that around in this game against Roma, as yeah, we got a bit of a rotated side. And Pardu's making not his debut, but making a start in centre back position. And we're looking at this one against Roma to see who they've brought in, and they're playing Zaniolo, one of their youth prospects. And not really much has been done at Roma, a bit of a weaker side from them as well. But it's Zaniolo. I was looking to sign him in the summer, but he recently signed, and Desi gets a shot off there, our number 33. Unfortunately, we couldn't get the goal there, but it's El Shaarawy putting Roma ahead. But unfortunately, coming offside for them as the Romagna gives the ball away, and Patrick Schick is in here, but Sepe gets a lovely save to that one, keeping us in the game in the 25th minute. Unfortunately, defensive mistakes from us, and we nearly conceded a goal there. Sepe keeping us in it, as a lovely ball through here to Barai, not our usual left winger, it's usually Gervinho, but Barai is in here, and the low-driven shot proves to not work as Sepe has the ball. He passes to Ampadu, a heavy touch, causes for an interception, and Schick gives the ball off to El Shaarawy. And I think that's probably our 3rd goal we've conceded just from messing around in the box this season. I mean, I don't know why I do it. I don't know. I just get caught up in the moment, and then the CPU, the AI just capitalize and always score it. Or they always do it. And they make us rue our mistakes at the back, and unfortunately not getting the most out of the game. And we give the ball away at the back again. Another defensive error there. Our defender completely missed the tackle, and it's Patrick Schick getting Roma's 2nd goal in the 54th minute. Roma go 2 ahead. And yeah, just Patrick Schick, individual brilliance there, goes through our whole defense, and unfortunately we go 2-0 down. A bit of an angle here just to see how the goal went in, but Sepe couldn't keep that one out. And unfortunately, we are not performing here against the big teams, like against Roma. Inglese gets a shot off here and couldn't put it on target, just wide of the post. And we're getting a few more chances in here. It's Inglese again. And Olsen gets a save onto it, gets a hand. And Roma in the box here. And I just can't even explain this for words. Ampadu gives away a penalty. But for me, it was so soft. I mean, you'll see another replay here. Ampadu can't believe it. But I slide, don't get anything. Neither the ball or the player. Get back up. And Strootman falls. I mean, it's just the soft penalties you see in FIFA 19. And Strootman coolly converts from the spot, fools us, and goes straight down the middle. The captain for Roma did leave in real life for Marseille. And I started this before the updated squads happened on FIFA back in early access. So, not early, yeah, EA access. So, Strootman's move to Marseille didn't go through, so he's still playing for Roma in this career mode save. And unfortunately, we go down 3-0. Not the way we wanted to start off this, well, not start it off, but have this home game. And yeah, we're disappointed by that result as we go through some more training. We're sitting in 7th, Cagliari in 8th, Roma in 9th after that win, and Taif Chong going up to a 69 overall, as well as David Shaparenko and Tonali are in there as well. And some more training getting done as we're going to go into our last few games of the episode. We enter January and we get these emails. Fratelli has left the club, Vaca has left the club, De Cruz has left the club, and Munari has left the club. And we get a bit of a cash injection as we start off January. So we get a few extra dollars in the piggy bank for the January transfer window. We're going through some youth academy prospects here, and we're going to see who is ready to be in the Parma Youth Academy. We're having a look, trying to incorporate the Youth Academy and youth players into my career modes more. And yeah, here's a look at Fontana, a few decent names in there. But after those few players left, we got 1.6 million in the bank. Munari, De Cruz, Vaca, and Fratelli have all left the club. Because we sold them in the non-transfer season, they leave in January. And as you can see here, the Serie A team's player of the month for December, we got Murgia Javinho, and then on the other hand, we got Dybala and Ronaldo. I mean, it'll be interesting to see who wins this one, but it's just funny to see two Parma players, two Juventus players, especially Ronaldo. But we're going to transfer offer here for Di Gaudio. I mean, we haven't really been playing him. He's been a prominent figure for Parma in real life, and I've decided to go ahead and maybe get rid of him in this January transfer window, considering I've got a few options lined up and we only have 1.6 million, so not much to use there. And yeah, I'm thinking of getting a few players in just before we get ready to kick off the season and maybe push for some Europa League finish. And I've got your guys' suggestions in here. Favilli, Kamara, which unfortunately will just be too expensive, and Lucas Mai. Hopefully we can try get him on a loan deal. But Football Lover, yeah, there again, saying sign Boubacar Kamara. He might be just that bit more expensive. Joshua Gershfield said get Mai on a loan, so I've put him on the short list. Hopefully we can get him on a loan. I was looking at a few other players like Kubo from the Japanese league, has decent potential, very versatile as well. Looking at Briam Diaz, Timothy Weah, a few of your guys' suggestions early on the series. So yeah, it's going to be a very, very interesting January transfer window. So get your suggestions in the comments down below, considering we only have about 3 million, 2 million, not much to spend. But Nicolo Zaniolo did play against us, and I was maybe looking at picking him up. I mean, he's only 1 million overall. Marco Vania from Cittadella as well, Cranio. Those are just the players I had listed on the transfer hub, so let me know who you guys want me to sign. But we are going in for two players this episode. Lucas Mai, we're going in for a loan because we can't buy him. We can only loan him in. Boubacar Kamara, like I said, will just be too expensive. And we're going in for a 1-year loan as an alternative to Kamara. We do have some defensive issues at the back, so I'm considering bringing in another centre-back. And we're doing that right here with Lucas Mai on a 1-year loan. And I was behind the scenes doing a bit of transfer negotiations, weren't showing it, but Di Gaudio here with the 3 million offer. I'm going into, not delegated, I'm going into negotiated. And see how much money we can get for Di Gaudio here, because he is a prominent figure for Parma in real life. He's probably one of their better players, but in career mode, I mean, he's 29. He's already gone down 1 overall half this season, and it looks like we're getting 3.5 million for Di Gaudio. Mai's been loaned in. So the Bayern Munich German defender, we are getting, and he's signing for Parma for 1 year, for a 1-year loan, hopefully sealing up the defense. And surprise, surprise, it was Gervinho getting the player of the month for the Serie A, and probably our best player this season, along with Inglese, getting the player of the month award. Good to see a Parma player getting it. And officially Di Gaudio has been sold to Stuttgart here, 3.5 million, but we get 2.8 in the transfer budget, and we're looking to spend that on some more players. As you can see here, we got roughly around 4 million, 4.4, 4.2, depending on how much people's wages are. But we are going in for an Italian wonder kid that has been on the rise ever since being the youngest goal scorer in Serie A for Genoa, and now has moved to Monaco. We couldn't get him in the opening transfer window because he recently moved, but now because it's January, I'm hoping to trade one of our older strikers in Ceravolo to trade with Monaco to see if we can get a younger player that we can develop and grow with this Parma squad, and that can help us in our road to glory. Pietro Pellegrini, the 17-year-old, 68 rated from Monaco, the former Genova Youth Academy prospect. We are getting a trade deal with Ceravolo plus 500k. So I don't know, it just makes sense. An older Italian striker we have, literally just sitting on the bench, sitting on the reserves, trading him in for a younger player that can grow only for 500k is a really decent deal. 17 years old still, and there's only 4 overalls under. I mean, he can grow that in half a season. So 5-year contract, we're looking to lock Pietro Pellegrini into our road to glory save. He wants 7.6k a week. We give him that. And Pietro Pellegrini, I know a lot of you guys wanted me to sign him in the opening transfer window, but I couldn't because he recently moved to Monaco. But now, because it's January, we have signed the Italian wonder kid Pietro Pellegrini. So now it's Mai on a loan deal, Pietro Pellegrini on a permanent basis, and we are after one more player here, which I'll show you after the Pietro Pellegrini news starts flowing in AS Monaco. Except the big offer for Pellegrini wasn't really that big. I mean, Ceravolo and 500k, pretty much a bargain for Pietro Pellegrini. As you can see him there, 68 rated, as well as Mai in the centre back spot right next to him. So we're gonna have to look to see how we can incorporate these two players into our starting 11 or backup 11, but it's going to come in handy later down the season. We have more games to get through, such as Coppa Italia. You know, we got some important Serie A games going on if we want to push for this Europa League spot. But roughly, we've got around 3.84 million to work with, so a solid 4 million. Who should I get? Leave it down below in the comments. But yeah, we are going to have so much fun in this January transfer window. Let me know who you guys want me to sign. It's going to be an important transfer window for Parma in this one. 4 million to spend after selling Di Gaudio. So yeah, hopefully you guys have enjoyed this episode of the Parma Road to Glory career mode. Leave your comments down below on who I should sign in the January transfer window. Hopefully you guys did enjoy it. Smack the like button. Subscribe for some more FIFA 19 career mode content. Follow me on Twitter. The link is in the description, and I'll catch you guys on the very next video.